Today's story is full of science fiction and adventure. At the beginning of the story, we are shown Michaela and Christopher. They are siblings. Christopher is a very intelligent boy with a high IQ. Here he was solving a very critical maths problem, and Christopher's teacher is surprised to see that Christopher has solved that problem. After this, we are shown Christopher with his sister, where we come to know from Michaela and Christopher's conversation that these two have a good bonding. And then an army general bumps into Christopher. He was telling him about the robot bot built on his turret, that soon these bots will be wiped out, because the war between humans and robots is about to start. After this, we are shown in the news that in this era, humans made robots for their daily work, and started using those robots. For a long time, they remained loyal to humans, but suddenly all those robots developed the ability to think, due to which they did not want the sacrifices made by humans towards the robots. They did not want the use of those bots and the sacrifices of the robots anymore. They wanted their rights. They got tired of working day and night for humans, and they demanded a new life for themselves. Robots wanted to make themselves independent from humans, so they started fighting with humans for robot rights. Very soon this fight turned into news, and now it was declared that if any human being is found to have any robot or bot, he will be considered a traitor to the country. And now in the fight between humans and robots, humans became weak because robots did not sleep or eat anything. They just kept fighting continuously, and for 2 years humans kept losing to robots. But then there was a scientist named Ethan. He found a solution to this problem, and he invented something called neurocaster, a device that connects the human brain to the mechanized chrome body. With the use of this technology, humans won this war in a few weeks without losing people's lives, and the leader of all these robots, Mr. Peanut, surrendered in front of the president, and a separate place was made for all the robots that survived the war, which is called Central Excavation Zone. This is a prison as big as 1 lakh square miles where all the robots have been kept. And then scientist Ethan redesigned that neurocaster and made it for the use of common people. He gave a device that can be used by ordinary people while sitting at one place, and thus neurocaster started being used all over the world. Now a lot of time has passed since all these incidents. We see Michaela at a house who lives with her uncle, Tad, Michaela's uncle. Tad is talking to her through a robot. His other part was having fun somewhere else. After this, Michaela takes her bicycle from home and leaves for school. Here we see at school where all of Michaela's friends were studying wearing neurocaster, but Michaela does not wear neurocaster because Michaela believes that she can see everything only by staying in the real world. For not wearing neurocaster, Michaela gets scolded in front of her teacher, and she is asked to call her parents. Michaela does not have a family, so she does not say much to her. Actually, Michaela's parents and her brother died in a car accident. After this, when Michaela is sleeping at home, suddenly she wakes up with the sound of something, and when she looks outside the window, she is shown a robot, frightened by which she hides under her bed. But that robot comes inside the house and sees Michaela. Michaela is scared of that robot, but that robot was trying to explain something by making gestures, on which Michaela asks that robot, "That can you speak?" After hearing this, the robot turns its head towards Michaela. A wire inside that robot was broken due to which its voice was not coming. Michaela fixes it, but still it is not able to speak properly. But there is a photo kept nearby on which Michaela and her brother's photo was. In that photo, pointing finger towards her brother, he is telling that he is her brother, but Michaela is not able to understand this thing. In this commotion, Tad, who was lost in his neurocaster, wakes up, and he comes to Michaela's room because now it was illegal to keep bots or robots. He shouts at Michaela very loudly and pushes her. Michaela falls straight on that robot. The robot does the same thing as her brother used to talk to her in sign language, so that Michaela understands that her brother's consciousness is in this robot. And then the robot Tate, the man who pushed Michaela, starts moving towards it and pushes him in the same way, just like that man hit Michaela. And after this, Michaela leaves from there with that robot in her Uncle Tate's car. After going a long distance, the car breaks down. Michaela gets out of the car and goes to that robot. Michaela talks to that robot, "Are you Christopher? You were dead. Are you still alive?" To which he says yes. And Michaela tells Christopher that you are alive. "Where are you right now?" He points his finger at a place on the map. Seeing this, Michaela asks Christopher, "Does anyone else know you're here?" On which he gestures with his hands and tells Michaela that a doctor wearing glasses knows where she is. After understanding these words of Christopher, Michaela remembers that when she had an accident and was in the hospital, she had seen a similar doctor who wore glasses. After knowing this, Michaela sets out with Christopher towards Christopher's place mentioned on the map. Michaela and Christopher reach New Mexico after covering a long distance where it was already night. They are hiding at a place when a truck comes there. A man named Kate comes out of that truck, and they are going in their truck to the same place where Michaela had to go. After which Michaela comes to know after listening to Kate, and then Michaela sees that there is a robot bot near the gate too, so she secretly hides on the gate's truck. Here on the other side we see Michaela's. We see the abandoned car where a neurocoaster robotic body was searching Michaela's uncle's car. We come to know from the way the man searched it that he is after the robot Michaela has. On the other hand, Kate with her robot takes that truck through the central exclusion zone and reaches his base where he used to live underground, and Michaela also reaches that place with her robot following Kate. Here we see Kate and that robot. These two were good friends, and Kate asks Michaela, "What are you doing here?" To which Michaela says that you are going to X. I also have to go there. Then the lift by which they came down suddenly starts going up. This means that apart from these people, someone else has also reached here. And then suddenly, the same RTF man wearing neurocoaster appears there. The soldier who was searching Michaela's uncle's car reaches there, and he had seen Kate and Michaela. He tells Michaela that you are arrested for stealing your uncle's car and murdering him. And while they are talking here, Kate's robot attacks the policeman from behind, but the soldier was smart, and he escapes from his attack. Here Michaela and Kate are trying to save themselves from that soldier. After a lot of efforts, Kate and Michaela are able to get rid of that soldier, and they trap the soldier there and leave. But when they come out of that tunnel coming out, Kate sees that there was only desert, as far as the eye can see, and they need some means to get out of here, and they cannot get out of here without any means. Because of this, Kate gets a little frustrated. Then there, some robots come, which are imprisoned here. Since the time of war, these people hide on seeing them, and after they leave, Kate opens the door of a nearby building with her master key, and we see inside that door that there was an armor suit for Kate's robot Hub, which was quite big. Then Hub goes and sits in that HRF component system. He says that now the body will have to be changed according to the work, and after this, with the help of Hub, all of them sit in a van standing nearby which has no wheels. So Hub was trying to take these people out of this desert by holding them in his hand and making them sit in that van. On the way, Michaela tells Kate about her brother, and Michelle also tells Kate that a doctor handed over her brother to the center, and this robot of Cosmos that you are seeing has the consciousness of my brother Chris inside it. And Kate also tells her about her robot Hub, that who is he, like he got it during the war. After traveling a long distance, they reach a place where a mechanized civilization was living. Then suddenly they are attacked from that side, and during this attack the Hub gets damaged, and it falls down, due to which all of them get injured. Then robots come there, and they take them captive to their town. We see that mechanized civilization which was very advanced, and there were many robots like the Hub. Kate and Michaela meet Peanut, who was the leader of all these robots. On the other hand, we see the same soldier, whom scientist Ethan comes to meet, and he tells him, "You have to do a job for me. The Bortus, whom you are after to catch, he is Central's property. You have to bring him to me somehow." And for this, the soldier agrees. Here we see Michaela and Kate, where they were talking to Peanut, and Peanut understands after seeing them that they are not violent, so he does not do anything to them. Michaela asks for Peanut's help, and she tells him about her brother, and she also asks him about the doctor, about whom Peanut knew something, but Peanut still does not trust them, so he does not tell them much. Now it becomes night for them, where Michaela was remembering her brother Chris, and both of them are sitting together and watching the TV show they used to watch. Seeing this, all the robots around come there, and Peanut was watching Michaela from a corner. He understands that they are not bad people, so he sends one of his companions to him, and gives him a letter from Dr. Hub, on which was written, "If Christopher you reach here, then you will reach it with the help of Peanut." And after knowing this, Michelle becomes a little happy. After this, we are shown the next morning, where Peanut was helping all of them. He was going towards the address of that doctor with some of his robot friends Michelle and Kate in his bus, but here we see the same soldier from a distance who was keeping an eye on them. And after some time, we see Peanut and his friends who had reached the address of that doctor, where Scrabs was also present. These are very strange kind of robots, which kill their own kind of robots. They somehow escape from them and reach Dr. Hughes, and here Michelle asks Dr. Hughes, "Where is my brother, Christopher?" After Hub's force, that doctor tells that your brother Christopher is in the custody of scientist Ethan. They have kept him on the island campus of Seattle Center. Michaela, Dr. Hughes asks her why they have taken her there. Doctor tells her that when humans were dying in the war between robots and humans, they were losing the war. Before Christopher came, after your accident, when Christopher was scanned, our center's machine found a brain that was everything we needed. Dr. Hughes also says that Christopher is like a gift from the god, and as soon as scientist Ethan came to know about this, he invented Neurocaster with the help of your brother's brain, because after the accident your brother went into coma, and there was no hope of his survival. So I agreed to this. virus, and today all the drones that are being operated by Neurocaster are being connected to the server and are being used with the energy of Christopher's brain. After knowing all this, Michaela gets very angry with the doctor. Suddenly, those same soldiers reach here and these people are working behind that lab. They leave the way, but Neurocaster drones sent by Ethan had reached here and a fight starts between them. Due to the large number of those drones, Christopher is snatched from Michaela, and those drones take Christopher away from here. And here we see Ethan's lab where Christopher's body was in coma, and the one who had Christopher's consciousness. She was also imprisoned by Ethan. Here we see Michaela who was remembering her brother. Then Beanut comes there and he decides to help Christopher. Beanut and all his companions are pure-hearted robots, and they all set out with Michaela to bring Christopher towards that island. After reaching here, Kate was lifting cars with his robot hub and throwing them towards Ethan's lab, and then after some time, between them, the fight begins. Taking advantage of this fight, Michaela was moving towards Christopher inside the lab with Dr. Hughes's robot PC. Here, the fight was going on between those Neurocaster drones and robots. Some robots were attacking with their hands, some with their feet, and some were using billbots. In this fight, the robots were giving a tough fight to those Neurocaster drones. On the other hand, Michaela reaches Ethan's lab to meet Christopher, and she uses Neurocaster to connect with Christopher, where Michaela meets Christopher's consciousness. Here on the other hand, we see Ethan who himself is wearing Neurocaster and comes on the field with his big giant robot. He was killing all of Michaela's friends one by one, and here inside the lab, Michaela was talking to Christopher. Christopher tells Michaela that, "You have to kill me." Then the doctor's robot PC tells him that whatever he has to do it quickly, otherwise his friends will not survive. So, unwillingly, Michaela shuts down the Neurocaster network to which Christopher was connected, due to which Christopher dies and all the Neurocasters are shut down. Here, Michaela saves the lives of all her friends by sacrificing her brother, and here we see Kate who thought that she has lost her friend Hughes, but suddenly a small Hughes comes out of Hughes and he surprises Kate, and then we are shown the whole world where everything had stopped due to the Neurocaster being shut down. People were not able to understand what happened suddenly, and after this, we are shown Michaela, who was recording a video and telling everyone that because of the advent of this technology, we are separated from our loved ones. She went and made a video with a very good speech, and the movie ends there.